KILR Killer Games.
Hello gamers, simmers, and pilots. I am the Killer Gamer and welcome to my tour around the world featuring Flight Simulator 4. And as you may have noticed from the last episode to this one, we weren't flying any during the night this time. We actually just stayed the night over at Ironwood, which is where we're at, because we got some visual things that we'll be looking at, and it's kind of hard to see that at night. So we will have night flying, we'll have daytime flying, we'll have a variety, and there'll just be times where we're going to want to see things during the day, otherwise we'll miss them. Speaking of night, how you doing there, Talia? She's my black kitty. Whoop. Okay. She's right here. Huh? Right here? Yeah. Alright. Well, let's talk about where we're going. Bringing up the IFR map here. So we're here, Ironwood. And we are coming right down here to Lando Lakes. The name of the airport is Kings Lando Lakes. Is there anything special there? Is that where they make the butter? Actually, no, that's not where they make the butter. The butter is actually, the Lando Lakes butter is actually made in, is it Minnesota, I think? I was like looking it up, but yeah, so it's like made there. And there's like actually two Lando Lakes that I've come across. This was one of them, and the other one was actually back in Minnesota. There's a Lando Lakes over there. And I thought about going to that one first, but there's not really an airport anywhere near there. So, but this one's like right at it. And there are little lakes around the area, so just like everything else that's in this area that I had to custom make, I also created the airport that we're going to, and I put some of the lakes in the area, not all of them, but I did put a few, and that's why we're doing this during the daytime, because otherwise it'll be all dark and you won't see a thing, and well, that's no fun. So it is bright and early in the morning, the sun is coming up, and we are going to go ahead and get things started. The helicopter sound. All right, we're going to leave Ironwood at a vector of 134. That should do it. And it's about 50 miles away, so it's kind of an average flight that we usually do, somewhere between 40-50 miles. There are some that are a little longer. So Ironwood was nice meeting you. But the tour must continue. Okay, those are the cars. Where's the taxiway? Oh, that's right! It's all dark. I forgot we can't see the taxiways. Yeah, there it is. Okay. I was like wondering where in the world the taxiways were at. I forgot it's black, and since it's not quite daytime yet. I'm actually taking the wrong ramp. I should be taking the other one. Actually, no. Yeah, I am. Oh, am I going the way I want to go? Oh, yeah, I guess we could. That's right. It's either runway 9 or runway 27. You know, the one thing, I mean, this is an improvement over the Commodore Amiga version for the most part, but the one thing that the Commodore Amiga can do is the windows, you can drag and resize them. And for some reason, you can't really do that here. I can move them, but I can't resize it. Oh, I think we can actually see it now. Yeah. It's because the texture out there, it's like some of it is dark green, and then... So it's like the light green turned to dark green turned to black. If you remember the last flight when I was comparing this to the real airport, I mentioned down on taxiway that there is this little turn-off thing right there. Yeah, that's it. Okay. There we go. Let's get going. Gotta love how the nose just picks up right off the ground, and then it starts to lift off. Just realized I think we need to set this to 314? No, that's right. We're going the right way. Yeah, we definitely don't want to go this way. That way's to Lake Superior. But I don't want to go to it, I want to go from it. Oh, wait, okay. Sorry, my own navigational beacon is getting me confused. There is the Ironwood Airport there. I wish there was a way to put taxi lights in when it's dark. Like something that would allow you to draw taxiways so that way at night they'd have the blue lights. Kind of looks weird with the way these colors are looking. Since we're so close to the Vor, it shouldn't take much for us to get back on course here. Because this close to it, we don't want to try to chase that needle. There it goes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Daylight. Oh, the sun is up. Alright, I think we're about set there. Now let's do a little something different. Before, when I landed, I would talk about what the airport looked like in comparison to what I did here in FS4. Well, let's look at the airport now as far as the satellite image. Here's the real Kings Land O'Lakes Airport. This here is a runway. It's a turf runway. I did get this in here, although I thought it was shorter because I didn't see this part here. I just saw this. But that's okay. It still seems kind of long. And I did get the one runway. And then I've got this taxi area put in with a few buildings. And this here to include these three buildings here. And this, I guess, little parking direction, or, you know, little parking area. And I put a few trees around, just to kind of give the idea. Yep, so that is it. It'll be interesting when I get to the point where I'm flying this in FS9 and FSX and X-Plane to actually see this airport with the actual scenery and stuff around. It's going to be cool. Oh. My black beauty over here He's asleep. Well, we got about a little over 20 miles left. Let's look at some more FS4 airplanes possibilities that we could use on our world tour. As usual, FlightSim.com will time out on you. I don't even remember which one we were on. Okay. I don't think I've gone through these. Okay, so there's the Tiger Shark, which is the now canceled prototype flight fighter. Quickie Model 54, the AH-1 Huey Cobra, Cessna Citation 5, F-14 Tomcat, United States Air Force KC-135A Tinker. This is all beginning to sound familiar. I think maybe we did go over these. Yep, I remember that. Okay. Then we should be on page 36. Alright. So we got the Pitts S2S, the PT-17 Stearman Cadet, Cannibal Queen Stearman, North American XB-70. That's a high-speed, high-altitude heavy bomber of the early 60s. A Cessna 172 Skyhawk. I wonder what makes this one different. Let's see, Triplane, Glassair FT Stoddard, Glassair RG, retractable. Might be an interesting one. Harrier Jump Jet. The Harrier is cool. De Havilland. Rutan Solitaire. Airbus F-14, P-38, Blackbird, Ford Trimotor, and Aeronautica Chief. .737. Gotta adjust our course just a tad. BD-5, BD-5J, a Twin Beach, a Beechcraft Bonanza, Douglas DC-3, the Goodyear Blimp, BIF-52. That seems like I've read this one too. I don't think so. Lancaster Bomber, Security Fighter, de Havilland Mosquito, British Aerospace, Side Aviation. The Dakota, the Fokker F-27, MD-11 Airbus, F-15G, World War II, V-tailed, Russian transport, Beechcraft Model 18 Twin, Mooney TBM 700 turboprop. F4 Phantom. Chance Vought F4U Corsair. FS4 Grumman. Or Grumman. Couple of jet fighters. New jets, Tiger and Delta. F-16. 4 Piper single engines plane. 0 to Mach 1 in less than 25 seconds. Alright. Well, we only got 3 more pages after that. So we'll save that for the next flight. And I think the area is coming up. Do you see this blue? That is one of the lakes. There's actually a lot of lakes around this area, but as a matter of fact, let's see here. Here's the satellite view. So there's a lake here. I put this in there. I put this one in. And then I put this big one here. Or I put one here. And I think I tried to put... Yeah, I tried to put something right here. It may not be the right size, but... Yeah, so I put some of these in here. But if you look at all the different little lakes. They're all over the place. So... Yeah, I wasn't about to do all that. I know there's not much to look at, but still, I wanted to do this during the daytime so that way you could at least, appreciate, the work that I've been putting into this. Not going to be able to do that if it's nighttime and it's all dark. So when it got nighttime, this dark green became black, this light green became dark green. So, if you're wondering what colors changed, that's what it was. There it is. Here's our airport. I don't know why the plane does that. I was just trying to adjust the pitch a little bit, and then it just goes wildly out of control. But I see red over white, so we may actually be at a good altitude. Well, now it's white over white. And see, I got the lakes in. The big one's over here. I know I did that big one. It was too big to not do it. Alright, let me gear down. A little too low now. Small runway. Oh, okay, so there's the airport. So here's that turf runway, and then we've got a little pull-off area here, and then we've got our parking that I showed you with those 3 buildings there, and the way over here that you park, it's got all the trees around it. So we'll go ahead and we'll go there. Oh, that's doing some weird stuff. We'll just turn that off there. It was off. There we go. There's the turf runway. Right off to our right there. Seeing at nighttime, you wouldn't see any of this stuff, so that's why we had to call it a night in Ironwood. Hey, we got to get a good night's sleep at some point, don't we? We are. Alright, so we are here. I'll pull up the map again. Well, maybe. Okay, so there you go. Here's the airport. If we zoom out, there's the big lake there that I told you that I made. And then there are this one here and this one, and there's another one. So those are the lakes that I put in. And if we take another look at the satellite view right here, let's see, the airport is right here, and I'm going to turn this around so that way, yeah, because this is where we're at. We parked right here. So if we zoom out, here's the one lake, here's the other one, and then there's this one, and apparently I missed this lake. But I got this one. The oh no, wait a minute. Oh, I was probably not trying to put every single lake in there, but I thought that this big one would be important. But all right, so here's this. I didn't get these two, but I got this one, and then I got the ones that were close. And if we pull that out there you go. So yeah, there's actually 2 other lakes over here that I didn't get. This should be probably over here a little bit more, but like I said, it's really hard to get the coordinates and everything correct when you're making these, because you think you're getting it large enough or in the right angle and it winds up not being so. But I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's I don't know. I think it's close enough to where it gives us the idea. But anyway, that's it. Thanks for joining me on this flight to Land O'Lakes. It'll definitely be more of a Land O'Lakes in the later simulators, like Flight Sim 4. That'll be good because I used the 2002 I used F-Scene, 2004 I use F-Scene X, and then I use Orbix on FSX, and then the ortho photos on X-Plane. So when we get to those simulators, this area should look amazing. Should look really good. So looking forward to seeing that. Anyways, thanks for hanging with me, and hope to see you on the next exciting flight of our world tour. Alright, see ya. We've got a long way to go in this world tour, so remember to subscribe to be notified of future flight simulator content. I've also done this same flight on other simulators, such as the ones you see on your screen, but you'll find more in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around amongst the clouds.